Anyway, guys, I was about to show you something after the game, okay? Alright, guys, listen, this is my day yesterday, okay? You know, I'm at my favorite place, League of Legends subreddit, right? I'm scrolling through the threads, okay? I'm scrolling through the threads of subreddit, my favorite place, right? And, well, I'm scrolling. What is this? Freak on the Surgeon buffs. Playing against Hikrim, top 1-2 per high minute is a fairer experience than playing against a Hikrim that is untargetable. I mean, that depends, but okay. So anyway, I'm scrolling, right? And then there's this chat here. Selfmade. After fully wasting my life over a year, I decided it's time to start playing the game instead of waiting for a miracle. I try to shim on a daily basis and see what the future brings. My goal is to come back to pro play, but I guess only time will tell what happened. I'm like, a selfmade threat. Looks interesting. Let's click on it. You click on it, you would expect the whole thread to be about selfmade, right? Nope. Control F Nemesis. 1 out of 48! What am I doing here? What did I do? What did I do? It's probably even more than that if I fucking like put all this, you know. It's even more than that if I click like all of the pluses and whatever. All the hidden comments and all the whatever. Like, what is this? I thought the thread was gonna be about self-made. What happened? Why am I here? Alright, here we go, guys. Reacting to the Reddit flame, part number 500. Okay, let's see where it starts. What was the reason he left Pro Scene in the first place? Was it kind of like Nemesis, where they only want top teams, but the top teams aren't really keen on them? This is fine, right? This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay, now we go down. This is all fine. Blah, blah, blah. They're talking about self-made. Alright, here we go. The problem with players like Nemesis specifically is that anyone that's a friend of LS gets their ego hyper sucked off and think they should be on a top team. And LS thinks he's some kind of esports coordinator who can convince the teams to take wherever he wants. Nemesis could have been top 3, maybe, where he not so adamant on being one of the best on the best team whenever he wanted. Here we go. Alright, here we go. The LS card was already used here by a Redditor. Classic. The classic LS card. Never gets old, you know. Alright, let's go next. This guy says, for real, look at players like Broken Blade or Mickey X who let themselves shine on low tier teams like Schalke and Excel, and now they're top of the league. Okay, how is this true? Okay, first of all, this is completely untrue. Broken Blade did not like shine on Schalke. Schalke just had like a miracle run where everyone was like shining according to like public eye. Second of all, Mickey X did not shine on Excel. When Mickey X was on Excel, no one was talking that Mickey X is like jailed there or something. Like what? The team was just like middle of the pack. There was no shining. It's just, what is this? Do we have to go through history? And now they're top of the league. Yeah, they're top of the league because they're in fucking G2, bro. G2's been in top of the league since, I don't know, 5 years already? Like, what? Yeah, of course. I mean, shocking that Mickey X is a good player, guys. It's not like he played in 2019 G2 roster and was shitting on everybody and now all of a sudden he would be bad or what? Like, wow, shocked, guys. You can't just wait around trying to age like fine wine in this sport. You have to show your worth, and if you don't, you aren't cut out for competition. Not how it works, but okay. That is not how it works. Alright. Nemesis had a successful team so he could pick and choose his offers because he was safe monetarily. If the only reason you compete is the chance to win and you don't need to compete for money, then why join a team that won't win anyway? A very much dubbed Yonkers looked at the TH roster and thought, yep, these guys are one me away from winning the league. Well, of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. Well, Mr. Super Woodpecker, let me tell you exactly what happened, okay? Yonkers was, jailed by G2? or whatever it was, right? He was getting like kicked from G2 or whatever. They were making a roster change, and the only offer that he had was Team Heretics, and that offer went through at last second. That's why he joined. Has nothing to do with, yo, Jankos is looking at Heretics and it's like, wow, are these guys gonna win me the league? It's just like the only offer he can take. And he would just rather play, no matter what, than shame. It's just that's the difference. Like what is he saying? Do you think Jankos wouldn't rather be on a good team or what? Like, I mean, I'm not saying Heretics is a decent team now, you know, after they made like a lot of roster changes. Yet he chose to play his damn heart soul out on a bottom tier team. Yes, and that doesn't affect him at all. Whether he would stream or play on Heretics makes no difference to Jankos. Jankos is already a proven player. People are going to hire him no matter what. He can probably not play for the whole year and people will still hire him. It's Jankos, like what? Let's be real here for a second. Without Jankos, Team Heretics is the first winless LEC team in Winter Split. Instead of collecting that sweet bench money while doubling up his income on Twitch for a year. Okay, what does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with anything? Jankos also played for many years on Western GOAT salaries, while Nemesis played on 1 year rookie salary. Jankos can also start his stream again at any time and instantly get thousands of viewers, while Nemesis had one chance to retain the Fnatic fanbase in his fanbase. If he stopped streaming for a year, his numbers would likely decline fast. The situations aren't comparable at all. Nemesis never said he expects a top team to pick him up. He just said that it would be the only way for him to return to competitive. Yeah, I mean, this is true. First time play for top. Play. Jankos plays for honor? There's no such thing as honor in esports. What are you talking about? Like, people are pretending esports is some like war or something, like you're an honorable person or what? Like, come on, bro, you think we're going to war or what? Come on to each other. Okay. Alright, because he's not good enough for a caliber of team he was supposed to be looking for, who in their right mind would build a team the goal to win worlds and consider employing Nemesis? Okay, so what's this guy's name? Yevrain? Okay, tell me who is going to win worlds. Who is going to win worlds? Tell me. She says, who in their right mind would build a team with the goal to win worlds? Okay, who is going to win worlds? Who? Because I'm gonna be honest, the Western teams aren't looking that good each year, are they now? If we're being relatively honest. Like, okay, sure, okay, fine. I'm not going to win worlds. Who is going to win worlds? Please, tell me, who? Next one. If you consider your alternatives, anyone but Caps is probably fair. You could argue taking Humanoid or Larson above him, but that was pretty much at the time he left Fnatic. Leaving streaming for anything less than a top team would be a poor financial decision on Nemesis' part. Correct. Caps, Perks, Humanoid, Larson were without a doubt better than Nemesis, even without considering that he's a toxic teammate. Alright, here we go again. Like, well, where is this? Yes, I'm a toxic teammate, guys. I admit it. Here I am, I confess. I was very bad to all my past teammates. I was the villain, I was the problem. Now that they removed me, they're doing way better off without me. I was always the issue, guys. Yes, this is true. Like, can this guy give me his Discord? I would love to go on a call with him. Honestly, just explain all these narratives. Like, was he there? Was he there in any of the teams I was a part of? Any of the conversations? Or, you know, does he just spread random misinformation on the internet? I don't mind. Listen, if people say like Nemesis was worse than this guy, blah blah blah, I don't mind. Okay, everyone can have their own opinion. If they think I'm a bad player, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. In my opinion, they're not like breaking the law here or anything. People are gonna have different opinions. When this guy's writing like these guys are whatever, and then these guys are better than me, that's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna. But like this shit, like what is this? This is something you can't know unless you're there. This, sure, you're watching with your own eyes. If you think I'm bad, fine. I'm not gonna like, well, like I don't have to convince you anything. There's a good reason that no top team except LS with Clown with LS as a coach has tried to sign him despite the sizable fan base he would bring. Okay. No shit, top teams are not signing me. They're all filled with rosters and players that I already have. Like, what am I supposed to say here? That's like saying, well, Yonkers is playing in Heretics because no top tier team wanted to sign him. Well, no, they already had the players. Like, what? Like, who is a top tier team in this guy's mind? Because it's not that Cloud9 was the only offer I've had in the past 4 years, 3 years, or whatever. 3. Alright, what else do we have? What else am I supposed to react? Nemesis is clearly wanted to be in a top tier 3 team when he's nowhere close to the level and often is aggressive on his skill level even when he can't back them up. I mean, you tell me Emu Air Extinct played 2 years, got to Worlds 2 times, was consistently top 2 in the whole region the entire time. I mean, like, what are we discussing here? I was just lucky that I was in such a good team, or what? When we were completely dysfunctional, no player played with each other at all. We were completely dysfunctional both years, and we still reached top 2 consistently. Oh, it just happened out of luck. I guess 4 of my teammates were just Giga Smurfs, and I was just like somehow getting carried. That's the narrative here, or what? Like, yeah, guys. I mean, I just played terribly every game. I was completely outclassed, and thank God to Weepo, Selfmade, Reckless, and Hillisan, because they really carried me. I guess that's the narrative we're going to it here. Like, what are these people coping for? Again. You can't just believe you belong on a team that will win. You have to show it, and he didn't do that while he was on Fnatic. He was the weakest link on the team. You have to show it, he's saying. I mean, how are you like? First of all, okay, let me tell people something, okay? Going to a bottom tier team and showing or proving your skill there is not how this scene works. It never will. It never worked that way. It never will. People don't just magically prove they're a good player on a bottom tier team. When you go on a bottom tier team on a very team-based game, if you put Faker right now on Excel or what, maybe not Excel, like whatever, the weakest LEC team, whichever it is at the time, you think Faker's gonna look like Faker? Are these people like dumb or what? Like, yeah, to public eye, he's probably gonna be the best player, but that's not gonna, like, they're not gonna win many games, even if you're there. When you're on a bottom tier team, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be oftentimes the scapegoat when things go wrong. If I join a bottom tier team, everyone's gonna immediately point every finger at me the moment something goes wrong. That's just how the scene works. Like, swap, Pantheon. I'm gonna blind Pantheon. If I get like a bad matchup, I'll just dodge. Like, what are these? Like, Mickey X was playing for Excel, and when Mickey X was in Excel, he looked like the most normal LEC support ever. He didn't look outstanding. He didn't go there to prove himself. He was already proven. Everyone and their mom knows Mickey X is a good player. Like, I just... Where is this coming from? People that are good, you can see it from stuff like solo queue when they do play competitive. Like, if people don't see me for my skill level, then unlucky. Like, then those people will never see me, even if I am good or not. Those people already have their minds made up. By now, people already know whether they think I'm a good player or not. Okay, this is not magically going to change if I go to a bottom tier team. By now, people already have their mind set up about me. Some people think I'm an amazing player, and some people think I'm a bad player. It's not going to magically change, no matter what I do. The reason why he wasn't getting offers from the best teams is because he was not good enough. No, it's because the teams are already filled with players. And I'm also like blacklisted by a lot of teams because of the narrative that I'm a bad teammate. They don't want to deal with this. Also, I associate myself with certain people that orcs want to blacklist and they stay away. Therefore, they also blacklist me. Or I guess I did. That's just how the scene works. I'm not even flaming anyone, not saying anything negative against anybody. It's just how esports scene works, okay? It's not like some fairy, like... The point is to show your value and prove yourself. Alright, the point, yeah. That's why you would join a lesser team, which is a disgusting thing to say because that's exactly where he belonged. Alright, my bad. Yes, I'm a bottom tier mid laner. He was not a player that belonged in a top team. He wasn't a top 3-4 mid in LEC at the end of his pro career and thus didn't deserve the salary. This is so fucking retarded, what he's saying, genuinely. So, okay. So, okay, let's give an example, okay? What was the year? 2021 or 2022? Chat, you guys know better. What was the year where, like, Humanoid was running it down in every spring and summer split, and then he went to Worlds and had, like, a really good performance, and then people were like, Humanoid is really good? What was the year? Like, 2021 or 2022? I don't remember. So, by this guy's logic, he was literally sprinting it down every single game, so he doesn't deserve the salary? Or what? What is this? Andros, thank you for Twitch Prime. Like, this guy has no clue how salaries work, little bro. You can't just change your salary, even if you perform good or not, little bro. If he actually wanted to compete to win, he would have sucked it up. Yeah. You know what? I think he's right. Here's what I should have done. Okay, here's what I should have done. I should have went on a bottom tier team, flipped my career into someone else's hands, aka the managers and the owners of incompetent orcs in esports. I should have probably earned less money while being on the bottom tier team. Okay. Okay, everything that goes wrong would be blamed on me, so I somehow would needed to avoid that as well. Okay, I needed to perform to God mode to not look bad on a bottom tier team, I guess. And then the year would pass and still no one would hire me. The same way, the situation wouldn't change, and then this guy would be like, "Well, he fucked up because he went on a bottom tier team." Like, what is this? And now the cherry on top of the cake, okay? The cherry on top of the cake. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. The cherry on top of the cake. Which is the maroons. Now look what he writes here. Because this guy knows me personally a lot. Okay? This guy knows me. So, reality is that he's a man-child with an ego problem that didn't actually care about winning or improving. Yeah, I didn't care about winning or improving at all. Yeah, that's why I was consistently the hardest working player in every team I played in. I didn't care about winning at all, guys. For sure. No, I didn't. While other players are fucking around in their apartments doing God knows what, I'm the only one practicing 24/7, but I don't care about winning or improving. I would love to meet this guy IRL and shake his hand. Genuinely. And here we go, another guy. Another guy flaming me because I don't have the work ethic. Like, this guy knows who I am, what I do, or anything. Yeah, I don't have the work ethic, guys. Surely, guys. That's why in every team I was in, I spent the most time practicing the game out of anyone on my team, by far. Yeah, nice. My bad. I don't have the work ethic. Here we go again. You got me. Why are we reading random posts of Redditors? Because it's funny. The thread is about self-made, and all of a sudden, there's 48 comments about me. How does a thread about self-made turn into a thread about Nemesis? Like, this guy just thinks a player will go on a weak team and show their worth. Like, it's not how it works. Tell me a player that went to a weak team and all of a sudden proved his worth. And before people say Jankos, it's not true. Jankos already proved his worth when he was in G2 in 2019 and stuff. And even before that, he's already a proven player. It doesn't matter if he goes to a bottom tier team or not. Chovy, you think Griffin was a bottom tier team or what?
I hear soft things.
Chovy was already a proven player when he went to like DRX, if that's what you're talking about. Taddy? Yeah, Taddy's probably the closest, yeah. Taddy's probably the closest. What's this guy again flashing at me? Taddy's probably the closest, but you have to understand, Taddy, like, it's not like Taddy, they didn't know back then that Taddy was the same player.
We go.
Flash for 40 gold? I mean, he always does that. He does this every game. Anyway. Where are we at? Nemesis is not a competitor. He would have played for Excel the year after. Is that simple? Crown is a competitor. He decided to play for Vitality even if they were shit. No. Incorrect. Incorrect. The reason why Crowny played for Vitality is because he doesn't like shimming. Has nothing to do with being competitor or not. Crowny doesn't like shimming, so he went to play. I don't mind shimming, I don't mind playing, so I have a choice. Therefore, shimming is a better choice, because there's more upsides on shimming than playing on a bottom tier team. Again, wrong. Best Western jungler, probably second best Western player, Jankos decided to join Heretics. He had no other choice. Why is this like... Bro, why are these people like ignoring context? The choice he had is to not play or to join Heretics. He just prefers playing rather than not playing. So he played. It has nothing to do with like anything. It has nothing to do with like competitiveness, like this guy's saying. It's just a choice. How can other players stream and be a pro at the same time, but Nemesis has to decide between those? Because streaming all the time versus being a pro and streaming is not the same. When you're a pro, you can't stream every day in most cases. On top of that, you can't stream too long, because if you stream too long, then technically you're not putting your entire effort into practice and everything else. You have other responsibilities day to day. Your day is not as free. You have other factors that are putting stress into you. Like you can't, yeah, you can do both. You just can't do both fully. Like, it's not the same. That's not an excuse. If T1 members can be forced to stream and people enjoy their streams, nobody has any excuses to not stream. Yes, but T1 members stream like 2 times a week or whatever for like 3-4 hours. It's not the same as me. It's not the same. People like Inex managed to pull a few hundred people on their stream, and he was a random playing in lower league. Started putting a few hundred viewers while not being anywhere close to the top, and he's not younger, so don't be entertaining level at all. If Nemesis is seriously as good as he thinks, he would easily have good streaming numbers just from being that good, but again, he's not. What are you saying? Yes, no one is arguing that that I wouldn't be able to stream if I was playing. Is this guy fucking idiotic or what? Like, what is this guy saying? When I was on Fnatic, I was also shimming, you dummy. No one is arguing that. I'm gonna give him one thing. He managed to get some of that Alice cult viewers on his side. Yeah, nice joke. Surely, yeah, nice joke. Yeah. There you go, guys. You guys are being called cult viewers. Nice. There we have it. Where the fuck was I? Alice only wants to play on a top team, just like Alice only wants to coach teams with the most expensive players. They're scared of getting exposed, and their fans stop seeing them as the masterminds they think they are. Wow, this guy got it all figured out, guys. Wow. There we go. Exposed. One of the biggest needs for champions is to believe to be the best no matter the team. Okay. Alright. Alright, guys. So, put Mickey X to Excel. Mickey X believes he's the best no matter what, and Excel is still a mid-tier team. Cool. Thank you. What is this? These guys be like, you can be anything if you just believe it. That's literally how these guys think. So why the fuck are you on Reddit posting on someone else's fucking career, you dummy? If it's that simple, go believe that you can do something suitable, Sale. Of course. Look, this guy actually has some sense in his head. Even if Nemesis joined a low tier team now and played like Cho, G2 wouldn't replace Caps. Yeah, that's just an example. These top tier teams are not going to replace the players that they have there already for a long time. They have their plans and they have their mind set on those players to be the future of LEC. Exactly what this guy's saying. Me going to a bottom tier team is not going to magically make a top tier team hire me. Those teams are already filled with players. They already have their players. They want to have them for years in advance. People, like, you know what I really hate? Here's the problem with these idiots, okay? When they describe the term top tier team, they only think of Mad Lions, Rogue, Koi, Fnatic, and G2. Those four. They think the orcs make the top tier teams, but it's not the orcs making them, it's the players, you dummies. If you put every G2 player and you swap them with Heretics, let's say, then all of a sudden Heretics will be a top tier team and G2 will be not a top tier team. That's it. No, we're not done yet, are we? Maybe we are. Yeah. Okay, we are done, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. One thing I didn't mention, okay? Okay, let's say I join a bottom tier team, right? Like they want me to. Let's say I play really well. And the community's perception is I deserve a better team. I still can't leave the team. I'm under a fucking contract, you dummies. I still can't just leave randomly at the end of the year and join a better team. These guys make it seem like, oh, just go for a year and play on a bottom tier team, and then after a year, they're gonna see that you're better and you're gonna get a better team. No, you dummies, I'm also under a contract. Just believe that I can leave, I guess, and I'll leave. Like, what is this? So, someone tell me, like, am I saying anything wrong or what? Please. Is anyone here with a different opinion? Is anyone here that agrees with these comments? Because what these people are saying is just believe. That's what they think. Just flip your career into someone else's hands and believe. You know what's funny, chat? You know what's funny? If you go to a bottom tier team and you perform well, then the bottom tier team has even less incentive to let you go to another team. You understand that? Let's say if I go to the 10th team in LEC and I'm the best player and I look like one of the best players in the league, why would the 10th worst team just give me away to another team? It's gonna cost either a shit ton of money or they're just gonna contract jail me because they want to keep me because I'm a good player. Like, these people are so fucking dumb to unironically think that it's a good decision to go to a bottom tier team. These people are so dumb. I have no clue, man. Holy shit. I'm glad they're not pro players because they would fucking ruin their career in a second. I'm glad they're just Redditors. Yeah, I'll write in my contract the buyout. Yeah. Yeah, contracts are not real. Why are we listening to fucking Iron 4 Redditors? I'm just saying, okay, listen, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but this is shim content for me. It's a thread about self-made, and somehow 40% of the thread is about me. So what am I supposed to say? Like, if people just like discussing me, then I'll read their comments for my shim content over here. Should I play? Is this another Shojin Jace abuse? Aye. I would, like, seriously, I would really love to go into a call with one of these people and have a serious discussion and conversation on shim. I would love to. Because I just think what they're saying makes no sense. Yeah, pro play shush, it's stagnant, it's boring. I don't disagree, like... Why would I go suffer there on a bottom tier team? Flip my career into other people's hands, like the management and the orcs powers in the scene. Nice, man.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
My potential is limitless.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
More. I can be so much more.
Minions have spawned.
Uh,